Got the row of tomatoes here. All my rows are 30-foot rows. They're all about 3.5, 4 feet wide. It's about a foot, maybe a 1.5 foot walking path in between each of them. So I think there's just under 24 tomato plants in here. I didn't have as much time at the garden at the beginning of the garden this year. I've been working 6 days a week, 10 to 12-hour shifts, so haven't had as much time as I did last year to be doing what I want to do. So I've got some tall stakes in here. The plants are almost 4 feet tall now, which, you know, I had them almost 7 feet tall last year, so we got some height still to go on them. But like I say, I've just got the stakes, and I've been tying the stakes up with some string in between each of them, trying to get the tomato plants all strung up. As the tomatoes start to come out on the plants, though, they get heavier, and you have to put more strings and more stakes. Really, what you want to do is, before the plants get too big, is to either, you know, if you have the money to buy tomato cages, because they'll last for years, and if not, you know, you can make them out of these stakes. But, you know, even fence posts, the T-posts, are good because they have holes throughout them, so you can run the string lines and then, you know, put a branch of tomato over them. They get really heavy. You can see a big bunch of them right in here. There's just over a dozen tomatoes just right there on this plant. Companion plants that are in this row, we have oregano and we have basil. So it's just put sporadically throughout it. There's another big basil plant there. Right behind it on the ground is another oregano. And what better things to go together to make spaghetti sauce with your tomatoes, with growing oregano and basil right there. Not only that, but they help each other grow. So what you want to do with the basil plants or any of your herbs is, as they start to flower, you cut the flowers down to the next branch, where once there's no flowers, down to where there's a couple of leaves, and then you cut it off, and that'll keep the plant producing more and more leaves, because once it goes to flower, it basically stops its cycle, and it won't produce as much more. It's going to want to spread its seed, and it thinks the end of the season's here. So lots of nice tomato plants, but really wish I had the time to make some tomato cages so that, you know, they'd have lots of places to slump all their tomatoes over. You can see lots of them here. They just hang. They start to pull the rest of the plant down as they get bigger and heavier. But I'll keep you up to date and show you as these start to progress and start to ripen. I'm hoping they still get a bit taller. Thanks for watching.